Tesla has revealed when your cars, if you buy a car from Tesla, when it will drive itself to you with no driver. It'll drive itself to your house, and then there you go. It's been delivered. I'm curious to know, will Tesla continue charging a $1,400 order fee for a car that's going to drive itself to you? That wouldn't make sense anymore. You might be able to save a bit of extra money. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm Sam Evans. You're watching the Electric Viking. And I'd love to... CEO Elon Musk, he has apparently got a busy month for himself and his company in June. Fortunately for Tesla shareholders, and probably for the planet, Musk has... maybe not for the planet. I don't know. Who knows? That's a tough one. Fortunately, though, for Tesla, he has left his government DOGE job, Department of Government Efficiency, to focus on Tesla. Tesla are planning on launching its robotaxi platform in Austin, Texas next month. Musk says there's already Model Ys on the road driving by themselves, only in geofenced areas though right now. He has said though that Tesla vehicles will soon be capable of driving to customers without a driver in the car. Now, obviously, this is going to be limited to places where that's legal. I'm going to guess California, which doesn't currently like Tesla or Musk, probably won't legalize this for quite a while. But apparently, it's going to happen in Greater Austin in Texas and potentially in, well, I'm hearing word in Northern California's Bay Area of San Francisco, where the company's Fremont factory operates. So maybe that local area will say, well, we're getting a lot of money from you, Tesla, so yeah, sure, you can do it here. Who knows? Upon confirmation that Tesla has been testing driverless robotaxi rides in Austin for the past few days, Musk has brought a new detail that fans of the company will be excited about: Tesla soon driving themselves to customers, eliminating the need for trips to the showroom for delivery. Musk says it's going to happen next month. Here's the thing. If this is bigger news than what it sounds, because your car will be able to drive itself to get it self-serviced. Yeah? Tesla's going to save a huge amount of money. They won't need mobile service technicians unless your car breaks down, which is not that common. Teslas are actually very reliable. So getting a service, the car's just going to drive itself off to the service center, and you won't have to worry about it. What a delightful thing that is. That, for me, that would be unreal. Not that I own a Tesla, but that would be awesome. And the other cool thing is, I mean, if your car really can drive itself like this, your kids, I mean, I wouldn't trust this yet, but in the future, you'll be able to send your kids off to whatever events they do, to school, whatever it may be, things that you might not be able to do. Like, you know, if you're a single parent, or if one of the parents is at work, you work full time, it's hard to get your kids to stuff after school, right? There's lots of ways like this where a car that can drive itself would be incredibly beneficial. So the big news here is the fact that the robotaxi launch appears like it's going ahead. But the other news here is this. We still get a lot of car crashes in the United States. Heaps. I mean, literally thousands of people dying on the roads. This might help to prevent a lot of that. I mean, I've heard Tesla saying they're willing to license this technology to other manufacturers. I really hope that happens. That would be hugely beneficial. There's a lot of people that probably shouldn't be driving. Let's be real. A lot of people above the age of 80, for example, that I see regularly doing things that are truly bizarre. And I've had to get out of my car and say, no, this is what you do here. Around a roundabout, this is what you do. And I mean, it's stuff that's truly baffling. I mean, my boys and I the other day, a couple of days ago, we had to get out of the car to tell these two lovely little old ladies how to turn at an intersection. She's just sitting there, just totally stunned. And just like maybe Alzheimer's, maybe a little bit Alzheimer's, early onset, or not early onset, late onset. But anyway, the point is to say this will be safer. It might not be today, for example, but it will in the long run. And I see this being a big positive. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Bye-bye. The new Tesla Model Y Performance has been spotted testing at the Nürburgring with massive 21-inch wheels that come straight off the Tesla Model S Plaid. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm Sam Evans. Great to have you with us. I'll be at the Melbourne EV Auto Show on the 27th, 28th, and 29th of June, and would love to see you there. I'll put a link in the description for a discount on tickets to the show. We have the new Model Y, we have the new Model Y long range and the standard range, the all-wheel drive version, but the performance model, it's not on sale yet. But we've got a pretty good idea of what it's going to look like from these images from Car Scoops. This is a Model Y prototype. I think it's going to look a little different than this. This has got a standard bumper from the standard Model Y on it. I think that Tesla will change that. But it does have a different spoiler on the trunk lid, a much bigger one, which is similar to that which was on the old Model Y Performance. It's also got pretty big wheels. They look like they're 21-inch wheels from the Tesla Model S Plaid, the Arachnid wheels, and the front wheels look narrower than the rear wheels, which are really, really large. So that could hint at better handling and performance. Of course, when you play like simulator racing games, the biggest upgrade you can make to your car, and to be honest, not just in simulator games, but also in real life, the biggest upgrade you can make to a performance car is tires. Bigger wheels and tires definitely improve performance. But they do, of course, reduce your range. So it's going to have less range than the Model Y long range all-wheel drive. Pirelli P0 tires are the tires that Tesla have clearly chosen to use. They're what Tesla currently use. I don't think Pirelli P0s are that awesome. Probably not the choice that I'd personally go with, but they're not the worst anyway. Unlike the Model 3 Performance, it doesn't have a different bumper, but I'm going to guess the actual production version will. One other thing you can see here is the prototype is sitting quite a bit lower than a standard Tesla Model Y, and that's going to give it, really should be a little bit more aerodynamically efficient. That will help a little bit with range, but of course it's going to help with handling as well. That said though, you're not going to want to go off-road with this car. I think, one thing you can see with this vehicle, it looks more aggressive than the standard Model Y. I think it's got a bit more presence about it because of that lower setup, those big wheels. I think it looks pretty good. What do you guys think? Do you agree with me? Tesla will offer an adaptive damper setup similar to the Model 3. So it's going to have adaptive dampers with standard, sport, and track mode for the dampers themselves. Red brake calipers, you can see them, but hopefully Tesla have upgraded the brakes. Probably the biggest criticism of the Tesla Model 3 Performance, which I did have a bit of fun driving. I think it's a phenomenal car. But the biggest problem is the brakes. The brakes overheat. So you go to the track, and a lot of people do take these cars to the track, and after a couple of laps, you've got to let the brakes cool down. So hopefully that's one thing Tesla have improved. To be honest, the Model Y, the Model 3 Performance, they are really kind of budget sports cars. They're not cheap, but they're certainly not expensive. So that's one of the ways that Tesla cuts costs, by putting on brakes that are okay but not amazing. I'm hoping that Tesla use some proper Brembo brakes or something like that to really improve the performance on track days. So what else can we see here, guys? Well, when it comes to performance, apparently performance, people are saying, will be similar to the existing Model 3. It's going to get the same dual motor all-wheel drive system as the Model 3 Performance, putting out 510 horsepower and 554 pound-feet of torque.